So for, I guess, the purpose of documentation, so like I have something to look back on, and for those interested, so like a week from now, I'm gonna be probably in a lot of pain, hopefully still running and making my first attempt at running 100 miles. And, just as far as like what I feel right now, like one anticipation, obviously, like I want to get to the event, I want to like start running, I want to get into it. But when it comes to like the mixed emotions that I'm feeling, I'm not really worried about if I'll do well or anything. I'm not like a super strong runner. Like I'm like, as far as ultras go, I'm very average, and all my times have been almost exactly average. So I'm not worried about being competitive at all. To me, it's just about trying to push myself, trying to actually finish in the time cutoff, which is like the main thing that I'm not sure if I can do, is like finish in the time cutoff, which is like 30 hours, which seems like so much time, but the farther you get into the race, the harder it is to keep moving. And really, like, I don't think I'll feel bad if like I can't make a time cutoff and I have to drop out because of that, or whatever other reason might be. The only thing I'm really like worried about is that in that state of like where like my body's really in pain and I'm just so tired and like dehydrated and exhausted, I'm worried that I will quit, like that I willfully quit. That's really the only thing that has like come to my mind, is like something I'm worried about, because it happens so often with ultra running, like so many times, especially people who are new to that kind of distance like me. Like you get into those deep miles and everything just hurts, and decide, you know what, I'm gonna quit. Like I've had enough, I'm done with this. And it just seems like the best idea that one could have at the time. And then quit, and then they start taking you off course, which automatically means like you can't be back in the race, you can't change your mind. And as soon as you're like 10 minutes from quitting, start feeling better, get some liquids in you, and it's just like, I quit. Like, I can't believe I did that. Like, why would I do that? And just like disappointment, like it's a very common thing to happen. So I'm just kind of almost scared that I will give into that and I will quit, even though I've like rehearsed in my mind and visualized and all that stuff of like not quitting, no matter what. I'm still worried that in that state I'll convince myself otherwise, and then it'll be this thing that I just regret, of like, man, I could have like at least kept going and then tried to make the time cut off, like all that, and instead I chose not to. So like that's kind of what is like on my mind, of just like I can't quit, like I can't not at least try. If I do my best and I can't make it, it kind of is what it is. Try to do better next time. But quitting is just like the one thing that would make me not regret, but like the one thing that would happen that I would really be unhappy with, and that would cause an emotional problem. And I don't really, I feel like I have prepared as much as I can in terms of like the mental side, but I just don't know, like when everyone has a plan to get punched in the face type of thing. I think it was Mike Tyson said that. So I'm just worried I'll get punched in the face and then I won't stick to the plan. So yeah, that's just kind of like where my mind's at. Overall, though, I feel good. My training isn't where I want it to be at all, but I still feel good about just going in there, trying to do as much as I can. I just don't want to quit. That really is all it is. I just don't want to quit.